Hi there and welcome to the 2017 WWE Payback predictions video. We've got a little twist this time. We've got Dan versus Dan. Both of us are on Twitter. As you can see, we've got our names above us. Follow us, tweet us, do all of that good stuff. So we're going to move in straight away to the kickoff match between Enzo and Cass versus The Club, Anderson and Gallows. Who you got, why, and what type of victory?
Yeah, so we're going to kick this off. I've got Enzo and Cass to win on this one. Pinfall, straight win. I think they're going to be the obvious #1 contenders and probably going to get the titles before the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, couldn't agree anymore. I think, to be honest though, I sort of feel like they've dropped the ball with them a little bit, but I think having the faces go over on the pre-show is always an easy way to start the show. So, as you said, clean win, pinfall, Enzo and Cass for the win. Moving on to the man whose first name we forgot, Neville versus Austin Aries. Who you got, why, and what type of victory?
Yeah, so on this one I'm going to go for Austin. I think for some reason, Neville seems to be winning every match nowadays, so I think the king of cruiserweight needs to be took down a peg. I think Austin's probably just going to win by a clean one on this one. I can't see any other reason to not do it, but hopefully we could see a setup between him and Jack Gallagher in the future.
I totally agree with the Jack Gallagher thing. I think he's brilliant. I don't know if he'll get fully over with American crowds, but True. He's doing alright so far. But personally, I've got Neville to retain his belt here, so this could be the score changer. I don't know your predictions for the rest of them, but I've got Neville to win via some sort of sneaky roll-up, sort of like a heelish tactic, but not... It's going to be a clean pinfall, but not like a normal red arrow and a pin and whatnot. It's just going to be like a sneaky roll-up. Alright, we've got the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. We've got the Hardy Boys, or the Hardy Men, as they pretty much are now, versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Alright, who you got, why, and what method of victory?
Yeah, so on this one I think I'm going to go for the Hardy Boys. I think they're going to retain it. Probably to drop it against Enzo and Cass, hopefully before the next pay-per-view. I think this is obviously going to cause them to split and maybe go down the broken Hardy route eventually. Probably going to say just a clean pin again, just for this one.
Yeah, I can see another clean pin coming here, but I can see possibly Sheamus accidentally kicking the jaw off Cesaro.
Yeah.
Causing, obviously, Cesaro to take the pinfall, causing them to have like a little kerfuffle at the end of the match. But either way, Hardys win by clean pinfall.
Yep.
Moving on to the women, we've got the Raw Women's Champion Bayley versus newly Raw superstar Alexa Bliss. Who you got, why, and what method of victory?
I'm going to go with Bayley on this one. I can't see Bliss getting the title at this stage. I
totally disagree.
I think they're going to try and set up the Bayley Sasha feud, but we'll see what happens. I think with it being Bayley, probably get the clean method again. I can't see any other reason why not.
I see Sasha coming down to help Bayley, it backfiring, Alexa Bliss capitalising, pull of the tights for this one. Alexa steals the belt, setting up the feud between Bayley and Sasha.
Shout, that, mate. That is a very good shout.
It's going to be different. Scores. One of us is going to be wrong, mate. Put it that way. Unless it's a double count out, then we're screwed.
See what happens.
Moving on to the US Championship match now, we've got the face of America himself, Mr. Handsome Kevin Owens versus Bon Jovi, Chris Jericho. Who you got, why, and what method of victory?
Well, I mean, it's no secret that Jericho is obviously leaving to go on tour with Fozzy, so I think we're going to get, in my opinion, I think it's going to be an Owens win, but I hope it's Jericho by disqualification.
Yeah, I've got that.
I think if Owens does win, it's going to be some kind of either interference or some kind of obviously heel tactics that's going to be involved. I don't think it's going to be a clean one at all, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the only reason I'm going Jericho with a DQ win is because pay-per-view is called Payback, so someone has to get their payback. It's either going to be Rollins on Joe, Reigns over Braun or Jericho over Owens, but Jericho's leaving, so I can see a DQ victory for Jericho coming, with obviously Owens doing a few pop-up powerbombs at the end, and then Jericho's going to go and, you know, sing his heart out. But yeah, Jericho via DQ.
Is this
It's not for the belt, which is really confusing.
But is it a no? Well, obviously it's a DQ. Yeah, that's fine.
It's just a normal.
I was just thinking if somebody could show up, you know. I think
yeah.
Balor helped it last time, Jericho, didn't he, in one of the Raw matches? But
yes, he did. It's possible, but I don't know. I can just see. I don't even know. Owens might push the ref, something really stupid like that to get a DQ, because I don't think we've seen a DQ like that for quite a while. But I don't know how else he's going to get DQ'd other than use a weapon, and that's not really Owens' thing. So he can maybe put a hold on for too long, something like that. I honestly don't know, but I can see Jericho winning this match because he's just been off TV for that long. It'd be pointless for him to come back and then lose clean and then go off.
Yeah, true.
Alright, we're moving on to what I think should close the show, but it won't because, you know, Big Boy Reigns is back, so we've got Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton, stupidly not for the belt. It's Raw versus SmackDown. Who you got? Why? What method of victory? But before we start, what the hell is a House of Horrors match?
I think that is a question, to be honest. What is a House of Horrors match? I think we're going to be seeing Sister Abigail. I think we might see some ashes or something creeping up. I think we might be seeing them cockroaches on the mat again. You know, something like that.
Maybe.
It's going to be weird. But I've got Orton on this one. I think this is another one where we're just not going to agree. But
wow.
Yeah, Orton to win this one. I think he's going to retain it. He's not even going to retain it. It's not for the belt, is it, anyway?
No.
I think he's going to win it just because it's Orton. I
thought he was going to say he's going to win it because Bray never wins. Because he doesn't. When's the last time he won like two pay-per-view? When is the last time he won a pay-per-view that meant something ever? Apart from that Elimination Chamber, which was pointless. Is it clean? Because we don't even know what type of a match it is.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, I think it can be clean in the sense of whatever clean is to that type of match. I don't think there's going to be any underhand things. Like I said, I think something's going to happen with Sister Abigail. You know, some kind of ashes or something. Just
to conclude, I've got Bray Wyatt winning this because, for the simple reason it's not for the belt. I think it's stupid that it isn't for the belt, because it should be. But that's the only reason I've got Bray winning. Alright, moving on to Samoa Doing Nothing Joe versus Kingslayer Rollins. Who you got, why, and what method of victory?
Yeah, so on this one I've got Rollins for a win on this one. I don't think it's going to be a clean win. I think there is going to be some kind of interference maybe.
Alright.
But having said that, I'm going to go with Rollins because I think it may set up a Balor feud, to be honest. I think Triple H may introduce this.
Yeah, I do think it's weird that Balor is now helping Rollins for the simple reason that he's stupid crackle, that he's a face. I think they should use the fact that he's injured him, and whether or not Balor is the heel or the face, or even Rollins is the heel or the face, just have them both as faces and just feud, because it was really odd seeing Balor coming out to help Rollins even though he'd obviously injured him. Accidental, obviously, but
yeah,
it did seem weird that after that long.
But I guess at the same time, again, we really want to see Joe, you know.
Yeah, Joe's done literally nothing since hitting his main roster.
Yeah.
He's the only guy that beat Demon Balor.
Yeah. I can't see him feuding with Balor or anything, to be honest. I think he just needs to be a bit of a machine, you know, start, you know, taking out some main players and then go for that title run eventually. But I think if he doesn't win, I think it'll be a big shame to Samoa Joe, to be honest. I think he needs it right now, to be fair.
I agree. I think Joe needs this a lot more than Rollins needs this.
Yeah.
But the only issue I have with this is the fact that Rollins has just beaten Triple H clean. You can't expect him to lose clean to Joe.
True.
I just don't see it happen. The only way that Joe should win clean is if he targets the knee and really old school works the knee throughout the entire match. And I'm not saying he can't do it, I'm saying Vince probably won't book that.
That's true.
So I'm going to go with Rollins with a turnbuckle flip over pin while he's being choked.
Yeah.
He might even tap out during the pinfall to cause controversy or something like that. But I've got Rollins to get the win, but then I've got Joe to properly hit a beat down on him afterwards.
Cool. See what happens. Well then.
Alright, we've now got Braun versus
Ooh-ah!
yes, versus Ooh-ah. Who you got, why, who's Vince got, and what's your method of victory?
I think
that's the only thing what's throwing me. That's the only thing what's throwing me is it's called Payback. Reigns has been off TV. My mic is cracking again, and he's already beaten Braun clean when Braun was unbeaten. Braun is now he has lost a match. He's not unbeaten anymore.
I think I'm going to call a Braun win on this one, and he's going to beat down.
I really want a Braun win. I just want him to lift up an ambulance and drop it on his head.
I was going to say he's going to lift up the arena and just power it on him, but
just lifts up the arena.
Yeah, that's it. But
some
no,
CGI, and it's just lifting up the arena.
Yeah, that's all it is. No, on this one, I've got to do it because it's. I think what's going to happen. I think Roman's going to win this one.
You think Roman's going to win this one?
Yeah.
You really?
Oh. Yeah.
I can see that's how the meeting. You imagine, right? You're in that meeting. You're in the talent executive meeting.
Yep.
Normally, they would go around the table. They'd pick a winner, like we are doing, and then obviously they'd look to Vince. Whereas I'm pretty sure every time they don't even bother because Reigns is going over.
They'll
It's
look
Cena
at Vince
101, isn't it?
Vince will be sat there in a daydream, and he'll just wake up and go, "Roman's winning." And then
that is it. That is exactly it. I really want Braun to win. I think money is in Braun as a face versus Brock Lesnar. I think
Braun being as over as he is, especially as a face, because inevitably, beating Roman makes you a face.
It does, but he's really athletic as well. Do you know what I mean? It's the fact that he's so big. He's very agile. And
it reminds me of...
You can't not like him. The only people that don't like him are the ones that really like Reigns. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
It reminds me of
the casual fan loves...
Big Show. Do you remember Big Show?
Yes.
He did that kick-up. Did you ever see that video? I was just like...
Yes, man.
That is broad.
Yeah, when he was like proper in shape and everything like that.
I mean, we've got him lifting ambulances and God knows else what.
Yeah. I can you imagine lifting the arena up and just my face like, well, I've lost this one.
You'll see Braun walk in with an ambulance on his shoulder, just pins him with an ambulance,
just carrying it,
just because he can, yeah. But no, yeah, I'm going to go for Roman win on this one because it's pay-per-view, and Roman likes to get pushed at pay-per-views, so
he does. That's the only thing that's throwing me. Given all the shit
he's been through with Braun recently, it's the only way I can see it going. And not only that, it's a small dog versus a bigger dog scenario.
It is. You don't think it's just going to be one spear and it's over, do you? Because we've seen that before. If that
ends up in a squash, right, I will flick my telly out my window. I will monkey flip myself out the window.
Mate, people will pay to see this. Right, okay, so you're going Reigns, you're going clean victory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go... Oh, I was going to say...
Logic. Go with logic.
Go with logic and not head. Okay. Oh, no, logic is a Reigns window, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It is.
Do you know what? I've got faith in all my other picks, so I'm going to go Braun Strowman by a Reigns DQ. Reigns is going to hit him with a chair.
Good show.
Ref's going to get up and ref's going to do a ref bump, as they always do, but he's going to get caught. To clarify this final match, we've got me picking Braun Strowman with a DQ win. Reigns is going to smash him over the head with a steel chair or something like that. And you said Reigns clean because he's Reigns, yeah?
Yes, simple as.
Right, pretty much. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next month, or in a few weeks actually, for the next pay-per-view. See you all later, and goodbye.